next component is whenever a container is getting deployed, there will be a proxy which will be deployed with the container. So this is called as the envoy proxy. Okay. In this case, when service A wants to communicate to service B, it doesn't directly communicate. The request will be handed over to the proxy. Proxy will do the communication. So if there is an encryption and decryption need to be done, so the proxy will automatically encrypt the content, and on the receiving end, the proxy will decrypt it, and the decrypted message will be given to the service. Okay, so this can be done. Okay, and next, if I want to allow a policy like network policy saying that this container cannot communicate to that container, so those kind of information I can do that. Okay, and then routing also possible here. Okay, and adding to that, this proxy can do the circuit breaker and fault injection. So we, in the microservice concept, we have talked about a concept called circuit breaker. So when there is a improper response is coming, if there is an improper response coming from the container, it can automatically stop the connection to the particular container, and the container can be brought down and restarted automatically. Circuit breaker. And next concept is called fault injection. So imagine you want to test your application, in that you want to test the negative scenario. So you can configure it to have a fault injection created. That also you can do. Okay. And we talked about the canary deployment in the beginning, right? So the canary deployment can be done using the Istio. So it can route the traffic. Okay. This many percentage of traffic should go to this version, and this many percentage of traffic should go to the next version. So those things can be achieved using the proxy. So all these things will be done in the proxy level. Okay. This is one of the important component of Istio. So the proxy will be embedded with the actual container, and this will take care of all these things. And adding to that, your Istio is having three major components called pilot, Citadel, and mixer. Okay. So pilot is basically used for service discovery and routing, traffic management. All these things are done by the pilot. Okay. And next is your Citadel. Citadel is kind of a certificate authority plugin, or you can say it is a authentication and authorization plugin. So it can provide the authentication and authorization information to the proxy so that it can take care of the authentication and authorization. Citadel is for the authentication and authorization, and also it can do the certificate authority kind of work. Okay. And next is your logging plugin and monitoring plugin, which can collect the information, and mixer can do that for you. So mixer will do all these cross-cutting scenario and all those things, it can be done. So these are all the various components of the Istio. And adding to that, you will have Galley and injector. Okay. So telemetry is majorly to collect the data, and policies to apply the network policies. And Galley is where all the Istio-related configurations will be stored. And injector is the area which will ensure that whenever there is a new container coming up, it is going to inject the envoy proxy for it. Okay. So these are all the various components of Istio and how it is going to implement the sidecar concept.